Is faith a feeling? Well, faith properly understood is not a feeling. Faith, on my view, is active trust based on evidence.
If that's the case, why does Hebrews say that faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see? How can faith be both based on evidence and assurance about what is not evident? When Jesus showed evidence of his resurrection to Thomas, he said, "Because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they who have not seen, and yet have believed." This seems to imply that people whose belief is not based on what they have seen are blessed in a way that people whose belief is based on evidence are not. If faith is a virtue and faith is based on evidence, then why are those who believe without evidence the ones who are blessed?
You see, some people base their faith on feelings. At least that's the way it appears. It makes them feel good, so to them it must be true and worthy of trust.
Yeah, like William Lane Craig, who says that his belief in a God is based first and foremost on his feeling of the presence of the Holy Spirit.
Think about a young boy who's mad at his father, so he climbs into bed, pulls the covers over his head and says, "I don't like you, so you don't exist anymore."
This is what some apologists really believe that atheists are doing.
His feelings don't change reality. If feelings don't inform faith, then what does? Well, biblical faith is informed by evidence. Jesus said, "Even though you don't believe me, believe the works." Well, what works was he talking about? The blind were seeing, the lame were walking, the deaf were hearing, the dead were rising.
No, they weren't, but even if they were, none of that is most simply explained by the existence of a God. If Jesus really could heal the sick and rise from the dead, that would mean that he had some pretty extraordinary powers, but it wouldn't mean he created the universe. It wouldn't mean he ought to be worshipped.
He's saying believe based on the objective evidence.
But he told Thomas that people whose belief is not based on evidence are blessed. Which is it? I don't know if you've heard, but I do have a Patreon.